Y'all don't wanna know. Fuck around and see it, cause you know I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Web3 breakfast, serving size like Texas. I'm a beast, yeah, baby. You know I'm reckless. We stacking blue chips, my people by the dip. Matte Black Lambo coming soon. Don't forget, sign the check.
Web3 breakfast. Fuck a Lexus, push a Maserati, keep a diamond Jesus on my necklace. I'm living reckless. Fuck a job, cash the check, grab the bag, hit the flight, we on the next one. Wife changing money, just ask my honey. Got a diamond on my face, I can't help it, I'm new money.
Web3 breakfast, wake and bake, appreciate the checklist, moderate the stage, perplexing everything you say, and not to mention, I think I rug, maybe I should shrug it off, go touch some grass, perhaps some plug.
Web3 breakfast,
Web3 breakfast.
Web3 breakfast.
Web3 breakfast. GM fam, how are we doing? Welcome to Wednesday. It is a hump day. Happy hump day. Wednesday, the 23rd of August.
I love hump day.
Yeah, what do you love about it? That it's the, midway through the week, or that it's just called that because of the double entendre?
Well, the 15-year-old inside of me wants to say the double entendre, but being halfway through the week, man, it's like I get to Wednesday, it's like the reminder. You're like, oh shit, like it's Wednesday. I only got a couple days. I hit the weekend, So it is kind of a reminder, when we hit the hump day that okay, what I'm saying, that we only have a little bit longer left, and we'll get this. We're all gonna make it.
We're all gonna get through it, man. We got get through today, and then 2 more days left, and then it is the weekend party. You got your weekend vibes going. Yeah. Make sure that you get that camera in focus. I don't know what's going on up there. Sometimes mine does that the same. I don't know, but yeah, that hand trick should take care of it. Boom.
We just swap cameras.
Oh, that's the good one because it shows the what is the name of that statue?
It's Queen Nefertiti's.
Nefertiti's, thank you. Definitely.
That was King Tut's mother.
Oh, really? Things that you might not have known before. I always feel like I learned something new. At least one thing.
Yeah, and that makes it easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes it easy when you come in with an open mind. You know what I'm saying? I got these little artifacts. Look, because I as a kid, I loved, those things where you would like look at the picture to find the different things. They'd be like, find a pocket watch. I Spy. Mm-hmm. That's how my life.
You can play that game if you fly Delta. I believe it's when you fly Delta. Maybe it's on some other ones. I'm not sure. And if you're lucky enough to get the screen on the back of the headrest, that's right in front of you there. There is a game that you can play like that. And sometimes, man, I'll tell you what, I feel like some of these items literally are not there until like some time elapses throughout the game, and then they show up because you're like, fuck that. That was not actually there, and I know that.
I never thought of that, but you're probably right, Jay. You know what I'm saying? They're like, look, get them on here. We keep them active for 45 minutes.
That's it.
At the 15-minute mark, drop the first 3.
Yeah, and then then obviously they're making the money on the advertising because they're like, listen, we're going to capture them for at least 45 minutes because they're not going to see the golden cup until that far into the game. So we got them. So we got enough advertising spots. Sell, baby. Those sales guys, that they were raking in the dough. In a salesman. I forget what we were talking about.
I Spy, the I Spy Finder game. Yeah, salesman. Yeah. The only time I actually got to ride with a plane with a screen actually worked that had movies on and stuff was the first time I went to Iraq. The first flight over, dude. They put us in this big plane. It was so comfortable. It was like nuts, man. Like it was crazy. Like all soldiers, like on this big, nice jumbo plane. And the stewardess went over the Atlantic Ocean. It was nighttime, and she just walked up to me randomly. She was, "Hey, do you want to go to the cockpit?"
Shut up.
Yes, I do. I do want to go to the cockpit and see what it looks like out there. And so I got to go sit up pilot and look out, bro. It was amazing. I don't know why she picked me. Or if she was going to everybody, I have no clue. But I was like, yeah, I'm in. And so, man, bump
That's
the
cool.
screen, check out the big window.
That's pretty cool, man. That's something I've always wondered what the view out of the out of that window looks like. You know, when you're traveling that fast, what does that look like? You just
Bro, it was just stars everywhere. I mean, up, down. I mean, it's like you were just like in this tunnel of stars. And I don't know if that's because they were like reflecting from the ocean, because we were like in the middle of the ocean or if it was just that because of the no light pollution, there's just stars. I mean, everywhere you look, bro, it was amazing. It was just so beautiful.
does space exist?
Well, I mean, the monitor, they had turned the monitor on.
To turn the monitor
you know
on
what I'm
hyperdrive.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate
For
that.
my simulation. And that could be the whole thing too. Like telling my kids when we were on vacation, we went to the Smoky Mountains aquarium there, and we're like looking through some. I'm like, bro, how do you know this is a TV screen? Like it's just a porthole. They put like the actual plastic in the up,
Mhm.
but then it's just like a TV screen butted right to the damn window. You never know. Never know.
Dude, it's like the
I don't know if
Vegas.
there's an
It's like the
efficient way.
Vegas thing, but the other way, right? We're seeing it from the inside. So we're basically inside the Vegas Dome, where it does rain on the inside versus the outside. Which I don't know if you guys have seen that. This like multi-billion-dollar dome is now broken because it rained in Vegas. How stupid! How dumb!
The dome, big circle thing.
It's broken. Yeah, because of
It's
some rain.
ruined.
Yeah, some rainstorm is ruined.
Damn. They didn't think that through.
Come on,
that was
like,
the thing they did.
please tell me that was not like that big of a oversight. Let's just check this out to make sure that I wasn't like duped here.
Hey, yeah, you might have gotten some fake news. Because I mean, that's the thing, man. Like, so there's so much stuff that goes on to these channels anymore. Like, that you don't even know if it's real or you can't look it all up. You just can't.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
hoping it's not.
I saw a what is it called now? A post? Can't call it a tweet. A post. I saw a post that had like a video showing that it was broken, and the thing had said that it was broken because of a rainstorm or a storm that happened. I don't know. Maybe it's not true. There's no headlines in it, but at the same point, like I don't know. Does anybody even? It's not in the news. Maybe it's true.
Think that dome. Do you think the dome getting broken by a rainstorm should be that big of news that we should be able to just Google it and it pops up?
I
Or,
mean, I would think
maybe-
so. Maybe
It was $1 billion, wasn't it?
couple billion. I think like a 2 billion, 2 point something $billion thing. Now, apparently it's freaking fantastic. I haven't been to Vegas in a while. I think once the whole idea, the whole thought, and Nikki, correct me if I'm wrong, and you're more than welcome to come up on stage. Anyone, you guys are more than welcome to come up on stage. Today, the whole idea is community unity. We got a couple things we want to talk about: the power of together, tackling some problems in the crypto ecosystem as a community. Even though we're in the Web3 system, we're not necessarily the community of coins. We are in the whole ecosystem anyway, and then how we can build a strong community together. I think it would be a fun thing. Community unity. That's just the idea of talking about how, as a community, that we can come together. That's the point of today's conversation. But so, if you guys want to participate in that, come on up. You guys know the rules. It's Web3 Breakfast. You are more than welcome. We encourage everybody to come on up, but just don't be a douche. Don't be the
Don't
douche.
be a douchebag.
That's it.
I'm gonna
What?
have to. I'll have to step off stage then because that's my MO.
Yeah, I know.
You are far from a douchebag unless you're just coming up here to direct. Just be honest with us if you are. It's fun.
Nikki's trolling us now this morning. Huh?
Yeah, because she hasn't been bed, and it's like 7
Yeah,
in the
but-
morning.
To be fair, it is 7 on the West Coast, on the left coast, and I know that it is bright and early, but it is breakfast time. So appreciate you guys being
Well,
here.
I haven't been to bed because we've got a lot accomplished
Nice.
last night. So
Love to hear that.
I know.
Love to hear
I
that.
know.
Days. We're talking days.
Did you hear Patrick?
I heard him. I tell you what, my heart's racing, guys. If you don't know, there are several people here that participated in the Ethereal Nodes project, and so that's Patrick and Nikki talking. We are days away. Golly, I can't wait, because that changes a lot of people's, not only ours, but that changes a lot of people's lives, and will forever change a lot of people's lives based on things that are part of our mission, right? Like with Chain Labs and how we want to educate and inform people, teach them about financial literacy, blockchain education, all that stuff, right? That's stuff that can last forever. And so when we talk about changing lives, man, we are going to be changing freaking lives and building a community. And that's what this is all about today, is community building, community unity.
Yeah, I'm excited about the community talk. You know what I mean? Anytime that we get on this topic, you know what I mean? Just because, like, we're sharing ideas, you know what I mean? And we're like all into the drinking hole together. And we're like, yo, I think that this is important. And
I
somebody
said
else
really
might hear
quick.
that and be
I
like,
said that same thing yesterday. I called it the water cooler or whatever, but it's the breakfast table. We're all sitting at the breakfast table.
Yeah, we're at the breakfast table.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. We're at the breakfast table.
No. I think that's great. It's because like the thing about the Web3 and just the world, right, is that we have this opportunity to meet like our people. I'm saying, like, Jay, I met you, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think we haven't broken since the day we met, and that was like, December it was just in December, the same thing was like, I talk to you guys every day. This is where you meet your people, right? You start to form your people around you that have the same invested interests and the same things they like. But I did hear something crazy, bro. I want to share this with you. So there was a study of these mice. You might have seen this, maybe not. But they put them in this cage where they gave them everything. It was a complete utopia. They had shelter, all the food they could eat, water they could drink. And the mice like became violent. And they like eventually like started attacking each other. The young ones, like, they quit mating. They spent all their time like doing self-care. And they would literally just stay inside their little room, just like grooming themselves. And they wouldn't interact with other mice. They quit breeding. And the entire place went to complete trash. They had everything. Yeah.
Well, I mean, so the end of so the moral of that is obviously greed, or that we can't be self-managed. Greed. I think
I think the duality of life, right? You need the struggle, right, to maintain order in some form or fashion. And I think that's what the community, really provides, right? You build a strong community on a good foundation. You know what I mean? You're able to do that. And I was talking about it yesterday with these NFTs. I'm like, man, like, we have such an incredible opportunity to be able to, create our people, to show our badge, to create, this is our flag, this is who we are, and to set values and morals however we want. We've never had that opportunity before that I could think of.
I don't think so. I mean, you're talking about like Web3 as a whole, right?
Yeah, Web3 and like what you can do, I mean, as far as like, you think about back on the playground, you know what I'm saying? Like, for us older people, who are here that actually got to go out on the playground and have little like skirmishes, and you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, think about it, man. Think about school, like when we were there. Yeah. Like, we were allowed to like scuffle a little bit, get into some little fights and stuff. You had your little crew, you know what I mean? You'd roll up, you got like 3 or 4. That's your community, bro. They've taken that away. We've quit interacting and building our friends and like and growing, outwards. Everything is like really about growing in, and we do talk a lot about, self-care and self-love and self. When it really, man, you need that community.
So how do we change that? That's what we're doing in like here in Web3, right? But like, how do you get people like to understand that, like in the real world? Like how do we start to say, hey, listen, like, guys, like you're doing this the wrong way. Like, we got to like, and it's so dumb, but like, even in like the world of politics, it's like the same thing almost. It's like we're coming further apart for some bullshit reason. Like, let's Nikki, you have your hand up. I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, what I love seeing, and you guys know I say this ad nauseum that I worked in nonprofit, but I'm seeing more and more of these communities come up that are strictly to elevate, uplift, and teach other people about Web3. I just stumbled across like Web3 Angels, and they're a philanthropy group, and I think you're going to see more and more of that start. You're going to see more of these communities come into this. I've heard actually that like Twitter is now the most popular. I'm sorry, X. I didn't mean to use the. I didn't the dead name.
The app,
The T word.
the app formerly known as.
Exactly. But I did just hear that it's now like the most popular social media platform ever since Elon took over.
Mhm.
So, I digress.
But what do
I
you
think
think
we're going to
about?
see more and more people adopt.
Absolutely. What do you think about, like,
Go ahead.
and again, not to get political, but what you just said there, Nikki, what do you think about Trump's decision to do his interview with Tucker and to do it on, are they doing it on Twitter, right? Versus he's skipping the whole Fox debate saying, listen, I'm the clear leader. I don't need to be a part of this. And again, I don't want this to be like a political discussion, but like, how do you feel about, him saying, forget this, I'm taking, my interview, this exclusive interview to Tucker to X as now bringing people into this platform. And if it was already a big platform, imagine what's going to happen when that event takes stage.
I think it's a really good marketing plan because of like the sheer number of users in X, and I do know that Elon did purchase the company. I think that a lot of people who maybe don't identify or don't relate to Trump's policies and politics and how he runs things, like a lot left. So he's, I think the audience is here. Do I think that it creates a more divisive, I think it makes it even more divisive because you're not reaching the people who aren't on X yet. So why not do it like multi-stream? Like, I don't know. I think it's a good idea, but do I think that he's like, there's a missed opportunity? Not saying that I agree that he should be president, but I think it's a missed opportunity for him, and it's like segregating people who are not on the platform. But maybe it'll work to get more people on the platform.
Right. And with the whole push to make this more of a crypto friendly platform, is that ultimately a good idea? And this is open to anybody. Please feel free to come up and talk about this. But, is the whole idea of now, an event like this, could be one of those, epic moments where now all of a sudden we get a total influx of people into this ecosystem that is X, who didn't do it before, because either they want to check it out or they want to be participating in the chat or whatever that's happening throughout this live stream on X, right, between the two of them. And so now, again, because there's a crypto focus being built into this platform, now we have them, air quotes, we have them. So it's incumbent upon us to make sure that our content is seen. People who are in Web3 connect with new people to the. I don't know how any of this happens, by the way, but is that now we have the addressable audience to bring them into X Twitter or Crypto X or whatever whatever the fuck it's called. Crypto Twitter. It'll always be Crypto Twitter.
Crypto Twitter, yeah. I think that it's and I'll be brief, but I think that he's taking a page out of maybe like RFK's book, who is very present on crypto Twitter. So maybe that's why he's doing it on here. I don't know.
I'm actually going to take.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I applaud it. I think it's great. I mean, not to get into the political stuff, right? But just for what we're looking at, right? The political process has been the same for how many years, right? Like you go state to state, you shake hands, you do this, you know what I mean? Like, bro, you only had like 51% of 18 to 24-year-olds who came out to vote in the 2020 election. And I think that, by opening up, Twitter, by doing some of these different things, even though, excuse me, we do see, kind of with what's going on, excuse me, in the political realm, right? Take out all of that stuff, right? But just bringing this to a social media platform is evolution, right? Mm-hmm. Like we're changing how we're going to say things are being done, right? And we see that more and more across the board in these things that have been traditions that are now being broken down and being changed, right? Because our world is changing. We have to do things differently. Especially with the amount of misinformation and deep fakes and the things that AI is now adding into all of this as we move forward. I think it's a good thing. I think that it's great because this is a place where we actually get to this is our meeting hall. You know what I'm saying? We get to come here, we get to talk, we get to share our opinions with people who are like-minded. If they don't like it, they can leave. And so again, we talk about these first, the first time in history we're seeing something like this. Could you imagine if they did a Twitter space for the candidates and people could come up and ask questions from all over the world? You know what I mean? That'd be monumental. That's what this technology does, right? It's very easy to get get our blinders onto just tokens, pumps, NFT projects with some dope utilities, Win Lambo, all that stuff is cool. But Web3 in the whole really provides the opportunity to do so much more. Right. And so now we're taking it even further, with politics and people coming here to talk to their people.
I love it. I mean, it needs a shakeup, right? Like you said, it provides thing it goes everybody says it, borderless. You get an addressable audience, and who cares about a global audience on a presidential election for us? Who cares what someone in Europe thinks? Honestly, they're not voting in the election. But if there's a way, who knows? Now think about this, right? Think about down the road, say X becomes the platform of all platforms. And I had seen some things, and who knows if they're just screenshots, but I had seen a tweet of somebody showing some update about how a KYC identity verification is coming to X, right? Okay, so say this is the global platform and everybody is on it. And so now literally we do tune in to presidential conversations and debates and all this stuff on here. And then we actually can vote because we have been KYC verified on here. So it doesn't matter if you have a burner account, you can't vote with that one. You can only vote with the one that you've KYC'd to be on the platform. I mean, these potential, obviously, and it can all be on the blockchain. So it's all trackable, traceable, whatever you need it to be. Potentially, it's possible.
We do need some overturn though. I think that we need to really kind of take a look at some of the people that have been excluded from being able to vote now. I think we need to take a look some of these marijuana charges and stuff, those people need to have their rights back to be able to vote since things are changing. I think that we need to start correcting some of the things that are changing over time. You know what I'm saying? Because we haven't done that.
Well, okay. Let's and Kenton came up, so I'm excited that you did, man. I'm glad you came to the show. That even goes in with crypto and regulation, right? We're following the Howey test, which is almost 100 years old. That makes 0 sense. 0 sense for crypto. So there's a lot of things that as we move into this fourth industrial revolution, the education system was set up for the third industrial revolution. It was to train people how to be factory workers, for Christ's sake. That needs to be overhauled. Literally, we're moving into a whole new world in a digital realm that is borderless, that is global, that is digital. And so we need to adapt to a digital society. And that's what people are not ready for.
But, that's the thing. And I see these hands will definitely jump to them. That's the thing, with Chain Labs, right? It's a place where you're coming to get educated. You're able to create content to educate others, right? No matter what that is, right? If you like to dance, if dancing's your shit, you know what I'm saying? Go there and dance, get other people to dance. That's the big push. We are changing how we are learning and how we're learning together. But Kenton, my guy, my big homie,
my guy.
I'm so excited when I see Kenton come up. I feel like he's like a freaking celebrity, you know what I'm saying? When you come into the Web3 and you see these people rolling through, you're like, oh shit, it's Kenton, my guy. What's up, man?
Yo, I don't know about all that, but I appreciate it, Turbo. Maybe with YouTube, maybe with this room. But listen, I gotta say, all right, number one, I'm glad you two are back. Oh my God, that was a bad little break. Carrie, remember I messaged you and I was like, where did they go? Where's James? What happened? But no, they're back. They're freaking back. It's good to see. If you guys feel better after a mental health break too, was it worth it?
100%.
Awesome.
10,000.
No, that's what we want to hear too. Because if you guys are going to keep doing this, that's important. All right, digital communities. Well, you said it right there, JT. You really said it right there. I really think we're going to a crazy point when it comes to our social identities online. I think that this whole PFP craze is just a very, very, very first step in how like involved and evolved the idea of, you know, a digital identity will get. I think that it's going to be years in the making, but I mean, we're already starting to see it with like this younger generation too. Like more and more attention is going to be spent on our phones. It's going to be spent connected to one another through these applications. So I even think even now, like something like X, I still think that it's early in its lifespan as to what it can grow into. I mean, honestly, I get what Elon wants. Elon didn't want it to just be an app where you go to tweet the news. He wanted something that was so much more. And he tweeted a video today. He tweeted that like graphic of the X logo and it says the Everything app. And that's his overall idea. So when you really think about like how digital communities are changing and how they can congregate on an app like this, I think that X is just getting started. I think that this is just like a new beginning for it in a sense.
I'm right there with you, Kenton, and I'm so excited because, like, you know, like we, you know, for the show, and I've said this before, like to be perfectly honest with you, like literally the only reason why I live stream to YouTube is so that my mom can watch it. Because it's the easiest thing for her to be able to log in and watch. I as a platform, I despise YouTube, and so like I've made it a point to like, you know, Twitter, you know, was my home, X is my home, and I'm so glad to hear you say that because like this has been my focal point as, you know, someone in this space, as you know, where I feel like I fit in is I love Twitter or I love X so much and I love Spaces so much because like, you know, the whole idea of YouTube to me was like you're standing on a podium talking to people, and I've said it in the space before to be in Twitter Space, you're here with the community, like everybody, and that's why I think it's so important that everybody has a voice on this show. That like it doesn't matter if your opinion is different, it doesn't matter what you think. Like I don't care. Like we can have a conversation, and at the end of the day, we're all still friends. We've done it 1,000 times. Like there's no problem here, and so that to me is like that's what I'm all about, is making sure that we can be a community versus someone just listening to one person talk. That to me, I never really got the concept of. It didn't quite make a whole lot of sense.
No, I love that. I think that that's one of the biggest differences here on this platform too. Just the whole way they set up Spaces with like the speaker slots and everything. Yeah, that's spot on. Absolutely spot on.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's go to Nikki and then let's go Carrie for hands.
I was just going to say that I'm going to modify my answer about coming on and doing interviews on X because it's actually a super smart move. The last study that was done was, you know, statistically the age group that uses X the most are the people who vote the most.
So bigger.
So
bigger group.
it's actually a really good. It's a good move.
I agree with you, and you know it's like in my opinion, it's the whole thing. It's the same as the content, right? Like if you just sat and watched the news, you sat and watched the news, or if you missed the news, you missed it. But on social media, if you miss the news, odds are you're going to see it still somehow because it's just always there. You can always catch it up on social media. But it's a little bit different.
You can go back and rewatch it.
Mm-hmm. Much easier. Carrie C.X, my dude.
My man. Okay, so I'll keep it short and sweet. I didn't want to be douchebag. I've got like my muffler is cracked in half, and I am like rolling down the highway to Friend's Place. So yeah, I'm pulled over right now. But Kenton, it is friggin' amazing to hear your voice again, dude. In Spaces, always excites me to hear your voice. And I got my boy James Byron Kelly down there. Him and I are going to be developing. Well, we're trying to develop an idea that is going to turn into something very cool in the NFT space. And it's not just about PFPs and picks and stuff. It's about actual, like, real life utility. And we will talk about that some other time. But thank you for letting me get up here on Community Day, because community, as you all know, is my number one thing.
Carrie, are you still with us?
Still with us.
There you go. It sounded like you were talking over like a walkie-talkie. You all right?
You got to chirp.
My Bluetooth is working, but yeah, I'm out. I'm on the road Thank you guys, and take it easy.
Absolutely, man. Love you. Thank you for popping up here. Now, I love the whole idea of the crack muffler. When I was in high school, this is one of those things I'll never forget. I was in was it senior auto? I was in auto class. It was either junior or senior year. I think it might have been actually junior year because I had a different car my senior year. But we cut my my exhaust system off before the catalytic converter. And I didn't it was like the first day. Like I didn't know. I just drove my car in there and we just chopped it off, having fun. And then I turned it on and that thing was so loud, dude. So loud. That's one of those moments I'll never forget how stupid I was.
Bro, my first car. And actually we're coming, right? We're at the workout point too. So,
perfect time to hear your first car and then
so fast.
Holy moly. I know. It's cruising.
Yeah. 1996 Buick Skylark, you know what I'm saying? And this thing was long, and I would get all my friends in, you know, and we're from a small town, so the football field is like, it's just a big farm field. And so I would get all my friends in, and we'd put it in reverse, and we'd go like as fast as we could in reverse and just like rip it like back around like straight. I'd throw it into drive and go. And after about like 3 months, my transmission fell out. And my stepdad's like, I just put a new transmission in this thing. I don't know how it fell out. I'm like, shit, me neither. I ain't got no clue. It might have been running that thing in reverse and then slamming it into drive when I whipped that thing back into first or back into the forward position. So
probably had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Just a guess. Just a guess. All right. It's time to do it. I'm going to do some push-ups for this first workout.
Me too.
All right.
Me too. I'm gonna follow you there.
Corey, drop everybody drop a comment if you feel like it. Drop a comment in the down in the chat. Hit the retweet, the purple pill down at the bottom right. The song also will tell you to do this as well, but I figure I'll give you a little one real quick. So hit that purple pill down at the bottom right. Retweet the space out. Also, down below the link for the space. What workout are you doing? We're doing push-ups up here, so.
I'm gonna kick it up. I'm gonna do some other. Did you get? Oh, there it is. Hell yeah, let's go.
Golly. I got eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Web3 breakfast, Jay Chains is the host. Good morning. What's up, Jay Chains? Turbo made it co-hosting. Yeah, they do their thing. If you savvy Web3 GM, grab a plate in a seat. Let's begin. If you got something to say, come and grab a mic. We got one rule, no douchebags. Alright. Retweet the room, bring some friends. If you start to talk, you gon' stay to the end. Retweet the room,
let's go. Come on, give me one more.
You gon' stay
Come on,
to the
let's
end.
go another one.
Monday through Friday, we got the Suro, 10 a.m. Eastern Spaces with the purpose. All about the community focus, they deserve it. Come and speak your mind with no regrets, but you serve us. Pizza on Friday, working off midway. Get the blood pumping, Web3 music is thumping. I got eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Web3 breakfast, Jay Chains is the host with the most. Retweet the room, bring some friends. If you start to talk, you gon' stay to the end. Retweet the room, bring some friends. If you start to talk, you gon' stay to the end. Good morning.
All right. Good morning. Hope that blood is pumping. I can feel that one in my shoulders. It's been a hot minute since I did some push-ups. I'll tell you what.
I know that's right. Hey, you know, I read a study, or I didn't read it. I heard a study about working out, 3-second workouts. They're effective.
Really? I love that.
I swear.
I mean, something's better. Is it something is better than nothing kind of thing, or like it's actually like it's?
They're finding great results in 30-second workouts. So these little quick little fitness bites. Oh yeah. Making a difference.
I love that. I'm glad to be back at it. Because I'll tell you what, I'm going to be fully transparent with all of you. I didn't do...
Please.
What'd you say?
I said please.
Oh,
please be fully transparent with us.
Yeah. During the break, man, I didn't do shit. I did not do anything. There was no workouts.
You were on vacation. You're not supposed to work out on vacation.
I know, but I tell you what, the 7 pounds that I took back onto my body during that trip, I could feel every pound of it. So it's got to come off now.
Heck yeah. Hey, knock it back down. And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those, you're going to see fitness, like when you're trying to lose weight and stuff, you're going to see a little bit of a roller coaster because we have a thing called a set weight. And so like our body wants to stay at the set weight. So even if you lose a bunch, it'll try to get back to that weight. So it takes time for that to adjust for you to be able to maintain that weight loss.
Oh, that's good. Helps me feel better about myself.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna fluctuate 6 pounds throughout the day anyway, between water, poop, and stuff like that.
Is that
Oh my God.
Let me get a thumb up. Let me get a
about poop again.
Oh yeah, we don't want to do that. No BM talk.
I mean, you might as well get a thumbs up for it. You know what I mean? Like,
I was just gonna say, has anybody ever weighed themselves before or after? That's it.
Every time I gotta know because
I don't even do that. I only do number one, so I wouldn't know.
You are a lady. That's true. That I've heard that, ladies. That's it.
God, Sapphire, you're gonna be so backed up. You're gonna have like if it's been this long.
Nope, Turbo.
You're gonna have to.
Nope.
Okay,
we're done.
We can't go into that conversation. It's only 36 minutes in.
Yeah, no, we are going. We're not going to touch that one. Appreciate you, Sapphire. Turbo. Nope, no, thank you. We're not going to take the bait. We're not taking the bait today, boys. I'm still somewhat winded from
the best alley oops.
I know.
The best of, but you know what? Hey, look, you know what? Speaking of alley oops, we do got Grateful with his hand up. You know what I'm saying? I know he's gonna take it into a great place. He's probably working right now. He's on a construction job. You know, I was thinking yesterday when he was like, "Man, I'm hot, but I'm working in a factory today." I'm like, bro, all I heard was like, "Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching." What's up, Grateful?
What's up, man? Yeah, dude, it's hot as hell this week. Like 4 days out of the week has been over 100 degrees.
Jeez.
So it's been rough. Like it's 9:30 right now and it's 92. So, but yeah, I love the unity thing. Unity. So for years, I cannot ever hear the word unity ever without thinking of Dave Chappelle as Rick James. That's the only thing I think of.
Nice.
But
wasn't there was also a song? Was it? It was Lauryn Hill, right?
Maybe.
UNITY. Come on, wasn't that Lauryn? No, who was that?
UNITY.
Yeah, was it A Tribe Called Quest or was that Lauryn Hill?
Queen Latifah.
Was it?
Yeah.
No.
I forgot about Queen Latifah. What's she up to these days?
It is.
The last thing I saw of hers was Girls Trip, which was kind of trash, but I still gotta, hold her down because there's worse stuff out there.
Oh, it was Queen Latifah. That's right.
Excellent. Thanks for throwing that up there in the nest or the space station, I guess.
The space station.
Station.
Yep, that's what
Yeah,
it's.
dude.
That's what we're referring to it now.
I love Dave Chappelle, man. Dave Chappelle's the best. Not to get off track, but yeah, the unity thing, every time I hear it, is just all I can do is laugh, dude, because that's all I think of. Especially like that image right there where he's doing the hands and everything. But yeah, dude, I'm just chilling. I am working Turbo, man, and then today sucks, dude. I'm going to be back at the warehouse again later. But I just wanted to shout out to everybody, toxic community and everything. I love these days and these topics. But the community here is incredible, and it's like the people here that are here, they're ride or die for Web3 breakfast and bringing other people into the space and, kind of trying to do their own part with the adoption of everything. And I think a lot of people here are all about teaching and bringing knowledge to people that don't really know anything about what's going on over here, or for the people that just think everything's a scam or it's bogus. So it's a great thing. I just wanted to pop up here quick because I'm going to be probably kind of tied up a little bit, but I got my AirPods in. I'm listening. I'm tuning in.
Love it, man. Appreciate you doing that, being here. And yeah, man, that's the whole point of it. Is we love it. Love being here. Turbocito, what were you gonna say? Saw you creeping up on the mic.
Oh,
nothing. Oh, I thought
no. Yeah. No. Hey, I was excitedly leaning forward.
Okay.
Because speaking of bringing people, to the space and stuff, man, that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? When you meet somebody out there, you're just like, look, if this is gonna work, you're just gonna have to be on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not watching the YouTube live, like, it ain't gonna work. And then you get people to come, and then it works out great. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the whole idea, and you know, I do honestly, I do keep the Twitter and make sure, or the YouTube, so that my mom can see it. But at the same point, you know, like obviously, like you have a wide net that you can cast, and at some point, you never know how things may go. You may hit a viral video, and then you got more exposure, and then the whole goal at the end of the day, and maybe it's, you know, something that I should be better at communicating, is bringing people back, you know, into this funnel here, into this community as a Web3 breakfast. So, you know, if you have any kind of a touch point in anything that we do, you know, making sure that, you know, you can be a part of this community, or at least know that you are welcome to be a part of the community. And, you know, we've talked about onboarding before versus inviting people into our community. And it's a potato, I'm sure, but, you know, it's just, you know, how you prefer to talk about it.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and I see Frenchie down in the building. What's up, man? Shout out to the Culture Cards in the building.
Oh,
you know,
shit.
especially
What's
coming
up,
in early in the morning. What up? You know, like, and that's man. You know, we had him on Monday, and it was a great interview. You know, definitely we're gonna turn that into a podcast and people be able to play that back. You know, but it was really, you know, listening to talk about hip hop and the culture, and you know, being with Frank Nitti, you know, and it was the same thing, right? Like bringing that culture over. Like everybody's like wanting to get their people here, right? Like. And I just kind of wonder what that's going to look like when everyone does start arriving, right? I mean, because Crow, oh my God, Crow fam, man, we had it popping. When I first popped in, I mean, the community was strong. We were like ride or dies. I mean, we were like Crow for life. Like it was just booming. Things were great. And then like as more and more people kept coming in, and then, you know, little pockets started to form. And we saw a complete breakdown, man. They cannibalized their own projects, bro. I'd never seen nothing like it. You know what I mean? They'll have 100 NFTs in their wall. Be like, don't ever buy it. It's trash. Or this shit sucks. And I'm like, bro, you understand that, like, you're holding a huge collection. Yeah, but man, F them. Like, they made me sad. I was like, bro, what in the world? I think that when we talk about community in this space, I think it is one thing to kind of, you know, to be mindful of, right? Is like the effects of money and hype and 100 projects all booming at the same time. It's going to be tough to keep a community together.
What do you think is going to happen? What to some of the communities, some of those ecosystems, like the Crows, like the V chains? You know, they were smaller NFT communities to begin with. That doesn't mean that they're bad communities. Like I probably have probably one of the first NFTs that VeChain had. It was like the Metaversials. It's like this little guy. I have like number one in the collection. I've had it for 2 years, right? Like that was the first NFT I ever got. Like, and I didn't even I don't remember how or when I even found out about it, right? And so, you know, I have a ton of VeChain NFTs, but at the same time, is the attention going to come back into those ecosystems when we see the bull run, or is it going to be more focused into the Ethereums, the Polygons, the Solanas? You know, what are we going to see some of these smaller ecosystems do? Because they have great coins, like you know the Crow token is great if you like Crypto.com. You know,
it's almost a penny. It's like 6 cents right now, or something like that. That's where it was last time I checked. No, I mean, I think you make a great point, Jay. But I think if these, and I definitely hear from the community too. I see Ken has his hand up. But real quick, I think that what we're going to see is in that first hype, because the major brands are going to come obviously into Ethereum, you know, or like, you know, some of the bigger chains, obviously. So I think we'll see a huge flood come in of people, but then they'll start to break out over time. They just have to be able to survive through that waiting time. But I definitely hear what Ken has to say. Ken, what's up, fam?
Yo, thanks, Turbo. Yeah, no, I think that's a good point, Jay. Like, I don't know. You talk about these smaller communities, and I know they're not gone, but right now it's really hard to it's kind of really hard to like see hope for all of them, you know? Like if you asked me like 3 to 6 months ago, I would have told you that, you know, I was, you know, putting money into altcoins and I was investing because I feel like they're all going to come back and blah, blah, blah. But now I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. It might just be bear market vibes that I've got, but I need something more just optimistic or something that makes me feel like, you know, everything can make it back. Like even Polygon doesn't have the same steam that it did a couple months ago. That's scary. You know, that was supposed to be like a sure winner. Yeah. And not that I don't think they will come out that way, but it doesn't look good right now.
No, nothing looks good right now though. And like even with like a Polygon, like I'm a firm believer in Polygon, man. Like, a bet in Polygon is also a bet on Ethereum. We all know that because it's a layer 2. But I tell you what, I feel like the Polygon's future, and especially right now, I think we were looking at it yesterday, it was like 53 cents. I can look at it right now. But at the price that it's at right now is absolutely insanely cheap. I mean, that is a several dollar coin. Right now it's 54 cents. Approaching 55 cents. But if we even look at like the all-time high, and I know that you really can't judge a coin by its all-time high, but listen, with really no development, nothing, no action, no ecosystem, really, this thing hit like $2 and like 50 cents or something like that, right? 272. So you got to think like this is it's at least a $3 coin in the next bull run, at least, at the bare minimum. It's going to blow past its all-time high. So expect, I would say probably $5, maybe even more. Because again, you're still betting on Ethereum with all that. And so if Ethereum's ecosystem grows, Polygon's ecosystem is going to grow. It's just how it's all going to work, in my opinion, right? But that's one, man. That's one to definitely be taking a look at.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be a roller coaster, over these. The next 5 years, is going to be nuts. I mean, because people say it all the time. And they're always like, man, I hate when people say this, like that we're so early, like, oh, we're so early. No, like we're like in infancy right now. You know what I mean? Like we are extremely young, and it feels like we've been here for a long time, and it feels like we've seen all these, technological advancements and stuff like that. But we're just getting started. Like we're literally just getting started into what this thing is going to be and what it's going to do, and you were saying, I think Ken was talking about X and how it's going to be around for a long time. Like it'll be the everything platform. I mean, bro, they have everything, you know what I mean? Like Elon gets it. The moment we can wallet connect, we can hold like, different, non-valuable tokens that allow for, just for voting, like our DAOs and, all these different things, man. I mean, yeah, they're buzzwords and people toss them around because they're great concepts, right? It's just that we're so young, like we don't even know how to fully utilize these tools that have been given to us at this point.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to think. Like, you guys know it's coming. I mean, if you have Twitter Blue, if you got the blue check mark, you can have, and I'm pretty sure that there's at least. Actually, no, there's no one in the room right now. But normally some of us would have our PFP as our NFT of choice, right? And so there is that integration already with the blockchain, right? Like you can already now, all we just need to do is add the, like you said, Wallet Connect. And when you said Wallet Connect, I was thinking, now you can actually start to transact versus, just show your PFP. And we know it is coming. How long it's going to take, I have no idea, but I'm super excited for it. This is the community builder. Now I've talked about this before on the show of, how social media looks now versus where we probably need to take it, right? And integrating into more of like that, that community engagement hub versus, what we see now. Now, I think, having Twitter Space or X or whatever we call this is definitely a step in that right direction of creating more of a community engagement hub where, we can, and we know Ticketed Spaces is coming very soon, right? Now you can token gate. So if we had a Web3 breakfast NFT, anybody that held it, you could come listen. But if you didn't, then you couldn't come in. Now that's something that we could do. Maybe, if we have, people like Sandy or, one of the executives from Unstoppable Lanes tomorrow, if you have your, .x thing, like that gets you into the show kind of thing. Like I'm pretty sure like that's going to be where this will all go in a short order of time. Just an opinion.
For sure. It's going to be, well, I mean, Kev, he's constantly talking about Costco memberships. He's like, man, he said, we got to move to Costco memberships. These NFTs got to be Costco. That's his big thing. And Costco to him is like a very fancy, that's a big deal, right? Because, it allows you into this ecosystem that gets you deals. It's only for, other people that are members of the club. They do specials. They got all the little free samples and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Which make it great. Being able to add that, but then it's telling people, okay, hey, if you're not a Web3 member, you can come in. It's $1 or it's a $3 or $5 or, however much that wants to be. And even to allowing access for people to be able to come up and speak with some of these people. We talked with some major artists in the past, when we were in season 1 of the show, and as season 2 grows, we're going to continue to have some bigger guests. You know, like we're growing in our ecosystem as well, making more connections. I mean, especially with you know, the culture cards and everything that Frenchie's doing. I mean, he's at Bow Wow and, you know, like tons of
this guy knows everybody.
People,
Frenchie,
like,
you know everybody.
Yeah.
I was watching some of your stuff, man. You literally know everybody. It's crazy.
And it's going to open up access into the space to these people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at Warren Sapp, bro. I mean, dog, Warren Sapp follows me, and like we have actual, like, you know, we talk and stuff like on the outside and things like that. Yeah. How mind blowing is that? You know what I'm saying? But we're normal people.
Same. Yeah. Warren's awesome. I just got the Des Bryant follow like 2 days ago. Let's go. Yeah. I want to chat with him because he's doing, you know, not only is he like, you know, awesome NFL player, but he is in Web3 as well. So he's doing a project that benefits athletes, a lot to do with the NIL stuff that's going on. So like, you know, kind of going after, you know, people like him coming on this space that are not only, you know, names that a lot of people know that have big followings, but really are participating in this Web3 ecosystem. I think that's the most important thing, is finding people that are participating. Even if they have a medium platform, it doesn't matter. As long as you're participating in the Web3 ecosystem, those are the people that we want to have on the show, because that's how we get people in here. It's with people they trust. Like, you know, like what Frenchie was saying, like, you know, when we was on the interview, you know, he spent 2 decades in the Web2 world cultivating these relationships, building the trust, building these relationships. You know, like, so like if he says like, hey, this is what we're going to do, they trust him because he has built that trust. And like, I think that is the most important thing, that, you know, as we go into, you know, having more people in our Web3 ecosystem, is, you know, onboarding them, air quotes, you know, inviting them into our space, onboarding them into a way that, you know, makes sense and that it's trustworthy and people are learning the right information right away. And there's always the baptism by fire. We all learn that shit. We've all been scammed, robbed, hoodwinked, everything. That is the baptism by fire. It's the cost of the education. But at the same time, you know, the more people that we can educate with a smooth transition into the Web3 ecosystem, better. Obviously. So it's going to require people with big platforms.
And I will have to tell you, Jay, I have to give fair warning, transparency here.
Mm-hmm.
We see Rashad Evans at another convention.
Oh, no. Please
don't. Calling him out, bro. I'm calling him out, bro.
For what?
I have to, man.
For what?
Because he didn't show up. He said he would. You know what I mean? Like, look, were you there in Miami when we met Rashad Evans?
Yeah, he was a great guy, man. He was great.
I know. And I asked him, I said, bro, this is something I love. I'm very passionate about. I asked in front of everybody. I said, are you going to show up and be a part of this ecosystem? And he said, yes, man, most definitely. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be a part of this. This is some stuff that I'm excited about. I ain't seen him. I'm going to ask him politely because he'd beat the shit out of me, bro. So I'm going to ask him nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be a very different approach.
Actually, for the clickbait title and thumbnail of the video that would ensue, could you please just approach him with an attitude, be very confrontational, and maybe we can get that swing. And you got to try your hardest to dodge the punch. But if he hits you, dude, that's the thumbnail. As a creator, you always got to think about your thumbnail before you create your content, right? So we've done that. We've now created the clickbait thumbnail. We'll have to create the title would be, Twitter Space host or crypto influencer gets knocked out by UFC champion. Done.
I'm in. Hey, look, if that's what we need for adoption, I'll let him punch me right in the nose.
Can we make it even more intriguing? So it's like Web3 influencer, toothless after invitation to Web3.
The fuck, Seven? Like,
dude,
you just
punch me. You could just put the little. You just put like a little thing over one of
yours.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's real. I'm just saying like that's the clickbait. Everybody's gonna click that because they're like toothless. You say like they're gonna jump in so.
Turbo's got a fake tooth. Go ahead, Nikki.
No, I'm saying it's gonna be like we're gonna make you spit out like something to where it looks like you're missing teeth. Like we'll get the thumbnail just perfect where it's just like what's happening?
Little fake blood and a fake tooth. Spit it out at the camera. I like this. There's high production value.
I want that shot.
Me too. We'll get that shot. Nikki, what you got?
Patrick, I think mentioned before in our Discord space that he wants, after launch, he wants Jenny, the Tennessee gangster, to punch him in the face.
I remember him
I
saying
know
that.
he's making me. Hold on, we're not the same person. We're not the
No,
same
I'm
person.
totally down for that. Like, we're gonna put that on a video. I'm sure there'll be some memes of me hitting the floor a couple of
Memes
times.
like, and
I need a T-shirt.
I'm down
I was
for
gonna say I want the shirt, and we definitely have to shoot this in multiple cameras, multiple angles. I definitely want a slow-mo cam because we need the shirt of the moment of impact. You know, like when the jaw moves. Need a shirt with that on there.
Like a vulgar display of power.
Yeah. It should be like this raw brutality. But I think Freddie knows Rashad Evans too, actually.
On the back
Great.
of it, can it say
He's
this is
gonna
what
let him know.
Ethereal's gonna do to the market?
Yo, I was in this Twitch space the other day, man. There's this dude. It's on YouTube right now. He talk cash shit, Rashad. He said he called your ass out. He gonna find you. All right, be on the lookout for boxing tickets. I'm gonna box with Rashad Evans.
Nashville, Tennessee. You can find Turbo. Dude, we should just do it all. There's a lot of activity happening in Nashville coming up this year. Obviously, there's the Bitcoin conference. I think that that'd be a great place for some activity, like a boxing match. So let's set it up. Dude, I'll box somebody. We could do a couple matches on the card. That'll be.
I want to box other influencers.
No.
I don't want to box professional fighters.
Dude, come on, Jake and Logan Paul are doing it.
Bro, they're training for real. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I train professional boxers. Like I went into the ring with my kid. Like his name's Money Powell III. You look him up. He's a professional boxer. He just lost his fight, man. Sorry, Lucky. You know what I mean? Sorry, Money. You know what I mean? Shouts out to you for your next one. But dog, I went in the ring with this boy, and dude, I'm talking about like just running at him, like punching and shit. Dude, I never hit him. I never hit him one time. Never. Dog, they'll wear our asses out. I'm telling you. But if we fight each other though, like, you know, what I mean, not
like start some
I'm
beef.
saying like other shows.
No, we'll start
like
beef. Tag team.
altcoin.
Tag team.
I say, yeah, we'll go against the daily altcoin team. You know what I mean?
I want to see Turbo fight D-Hype.
They're little.
D-Hype?
Turbo versus D-Hype. Yeah, in the fur coat.
Oh wow!
I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't fight. But Doug's an athlete. Don't get it twisted.
Dude, he was a CrossFitter for a long time.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want it to be like obviously a joke. I want it to be like, man, are they really gonna fight? Like, is this really gonna go down? Like, we need like a card, a flyer, all that. I almost want to have a weigh-in to where we get to have the whole experience where you get to do the face-off.
Oh,
you know?
of course. I'm so in for that, and I definitely want to be on the card. I'll box somebody with boxing gloves, of course. Not a UFC, not a UFC.
How big are you?
Oh, hey,
Sapphire or Lady Boss. I don't know which one.
Comment just came in from Facebook from Tom. Said me versus Turbo rematch. He got me in Afghan.
Who the hell is Tom?
Tom's gonna kick your ass. We don't even know who he is.
Tom's coming for you, man.
Oh yeah, that's my guy right there. Yo, shout out to man, the Koska, man. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? He's down there. We were deployed together in Iraq and Afghanistan, man. So I'll fight him. I'll box him, man. I'd have to take it easy on him though. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna tell you where you don't want to play him in is a game of pool. That dude is a pool shark.
Oh, nice.
Like legitimate.
Dude, let's go down to Key West and let's go hustle some more guys in pool in Key West, man, and get them a little couple Coronas in.
We're gonna be in there. We're gonna be in there, man. Hey, look, I'm telling you, bro. I think definitely still looking at field day. You know what I'm saying? It's way too hot right now,
bro. Oh no, fall.
It's way too hot right now.
We were gonna do. I think we were talking about it in September. So we'll see. September, October, somewhere in that range. When it's definitely not like 1,000,000 degrees because we don't want people passing out. So.
Yeah, I found this really dope site, man, where they make custom baseball jerseys, basketball jerseys, and stuff like that, football jerseys, so you can get any of them. And I thought that'd be pretty dope. You know what I mean? If everybody kind of came with some jerseys and stuff from the different. We gotta get You know what we're missing, man? We talk about this community unit, man. Bro, this is what we're missing straight up. How many other show hosts are there right now that aren't doing a show? You know what I'm saying? That they could be here, right? We go to their shit, right? We don't go to each other's shows. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I say that very generally.
Let's
right?
start. All right, we're starting the Web3 X Space Host Alliance, and so we'll get the schedule. We'll all start going to everyone's show, promoting everyone's show, talking about it. We'll just be a network of show hosts that lift each other up, lift up this ecosystem. You guys want to be a part of that?
Speaking of lifting, speaking of that, bro, we have Mr. Community himself that just pulled up.
I was sitting up here handling my home chain community, man. Greetings and salutations to all. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I like to say it, right? Because it was something that was cool on Star Trek, so fuck it. How y'all doing, man? They changed, man. Boy, my fucking champions are back in the ring, man. You know what I'm saying? This is our build market. This ain't no bear market. I don't give a fuck what they saying out here. We pushing, we pressing. We're gonna continue to persevere, push on. We need time in this space, man. I'll tell you that much, man. So I'm glad that you got a chance to get your batteries recharged, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, and just get back to swinging, baby. You know that's what we do. I hope to see some of y'all relatively soon. I know there's a lot of IRL events. You know how we do, Basel, doing shit like that. I'm going to Vegas. I ain't going to Colorado. They got some rare Evo. You're gonna be there though. I ain't gonna be able to make it, unfortunately.
I was hoping to be able to make it, but can't make it.
Oh, okay, shit. Well, we on the same page. Great.
Yep.
But I miss you, man. I miss the gang. I miss my breakfast squad. I like to call this the fucking Web3 Breakfast Club. That's how I really look at this shit. You know, you guys have, the most interesting perspectives, takes, subject matters, man. You know, just holding people accountable and, trying your best to show support for others, man. I just want to thank you for being, the people to host the space, man, and providing me the value, right? So I just, from the bottom of my heart, I had to let y'all know that it's very, very important to me, and man, being on this battlefield, man, this should be tough as hell. It's no one sees the wounds that we actually see. They just see us come home, right, with the victory. That's the thing about a soldier. You never see what a soldier go through. But you know that because you got a home to call home, that the soldier did their job, right? So that's the way I look at it. Community, man, you know it, man. It's common unity, man. When we find a common unity, things that tie us together, man, we can build off of that, right? And also, I wanted to say, the village communities or groups of individuals with different personality types, different backgrounds, different levels of understanding, right? So we can't always be too hard on each other. We got to learn to, keep that in the back of our mind. We should, right? You don't have to do shit in life, but you should. The word from AI, a kid called AI love, and I'm love for a reason. Love has many faces, right? But you should keep that in the back of your mind when you deal with people, I just got out of a mental health check-in space. I'm like, everybody yelling at each other. This shit is crazy. I gotta go. Just wanted to say that, man. I ramble on. I'm just excited to be with you. Oh, man, I see Sapphire down there. Some K, what's up? My guy Turbo made it. I get excited about stuff like this. I see Culture down there. Culture, I'm about to, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And bring it for the culture, man. So let me stop rambling.
I love it, man. I appreciate you being here. We are glad to be back. Glad to have you back up on the stage with us, chit-chatting. Let's see. It's 11:02. I know we got to get running. We got some things to do this today. I'm super excited. I finally landed the meeting with the lady about the cereal Friday. So if you want to be part of that, Turbo, Friday, 1:45 p.m. 1:45 p.m. We got a meeting with the lady about the cereal for Web3 Breakfast. We're going to have the Web3 Breakfast cereal coming to you soon. Hopefully, we'll have that meeting coming up. So, guys, appreciate you being here. Thank you for everybody that popped up on stage and were part of the conversation, or if you just sat in the audience. Couldn't do without you. It's the community, man. This is the Web3 Breakfast Club. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you so much. We will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. We got Unstoppable Domains on. They are making a big announcement today. I know what it is, but I've been sworn to secrecy, so I will not reveal the secret. So you tune in for them today, what they're going to be announcing, and then we'll have them on the show tomorrow. Have a great day. Adios, amigos. See you.